Entrepreneur Academy Live is back and better than ever. LAL 22 Live. Saturday, November 12th in Novi, Michigan. Join 400 fellow entrepreneurs and learn from some of the best in the industry at this powerful conference that will help you grow your business. Speakers include James Mansky, Mike Andes, Paver Pete, Troy Clogg, Nick Carlson, and Mark Bradley of LMN, just to name a few. Get your ticket now for the early bird price of $197. The price goes up the end of September. Your ticket covers access to the conference, lunch on Saturday, and free admission to the Friday night go-kart races. It's going to be so much fun. We'll see you in Novi, Michigan, Saturday, November 12th. LAL 22 Live. Sponsored by Xmark, Ballard Products, Sure Track, Kelly & Sons Trailers, and Yard Book. Grab your ticket now at l'entrepreneuracademy.com.
You're now listening to the Fullerton Unfiltered podcast. Straightforward, no nonsense business advice. Completely unfiltered. Grow your business. Grow your life. Now, here's your host, Brian Fullerton.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Fullerton Unfiltered podcast. It is your host, Brian Fullerton, here, hanging with you guys today. And I'm smiling big. I'm having a bunch of fun here. We were just pre-gaming before we hit record on the podcast mixer. I actually have a great guest on line one. It's Jennifer Moon. She's over here representing EarthWay products, the spreaders and sprayers. So, Jennifer, good afternoon. How you doing today?
Hi, Brian. I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me on today.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, guys, just before you, just so you guys know, Jennifer and I were pitching and catching a little bit before here, and she's like, "I've never done a podcast before. I'm kind of nervous. Like, I don't want to mess this up. Like, you have a big platform and all this stuff, and I don't want to get anybody, wrong advice or anything like that." And I'm like, whoa, Jennifer, we're chill. We're super simple with how we do all this stuff on our podcast. Like, you can't say the wrong thing, okay? It's unfiltered, right? So long story short, we're really excited about having you guys on the show. Really excited about talking about EarthWay products, which I have used since like 2005, 2006, since like the dawn of time, okay? So we have a partnership with you guys that we got the Bryant's 10 code working here just a little bit ago, probably about a year and a half ago. And it's been a big hit with all the different products that you guys market and sell, from cedars to snow product. It's been a great partnership. So Jennifer, really quick, before we jump into it, I have written down Client Development Manager. That's a very fancy title. So what do you do over there at EarthWay Products? Because that sounds like a lot of fun. It's very, very important. So.
Yeah, no, it's a great position at EarthWay. I am essentially on our outside sales team, so I get to interact directly with a lot of our customers, and also with some social media influencers like you. So
awesome!
I get to just talk with people all day about all the great things EarthWay has to offer. Okay,
awesome, cool deal. And so, what's your story? What's how long have you been working at EarthWay, and what do you guys do like day to day behind the scenes?
Sure. So I've been with EarthWay for a little over 2 years in this position, and I interact daily with our whole sales team as well as our customer service department that is located in Bristol, Indiana, right at our manufacturing plant. So it's just a really great organization to be involved with and work for, and getting to see, the product being produced daily.
Cool.
It's a pretty awesome thing.
Awesome. And you say that in total confidence. There's nobody holding a gun to your head or anything behind the scenes, right? So we're not, I'm just having fun here, okay? You're not.
Nope, it is just me.
You're not blinking like, hey, you guys, they can't hear you blink or see you blinking on a podcast. You know what I mean? So no, I'm trying to keep caught up a little bit to just help Jennifer feel a little bit more comfortable, because she was really nervous. I'm like, hey, so who's doing the podcast interview? Because I love having different guests on from different companies and all this stuff. And I was like, who's like your best salesperson, or let's get the owner or the president of the company or whatever, And she goes, surprisingly, it got put on my lap. So I'm the sacrificial lamb on this podcast. So I'm like, all right, well, welcome to the jungle. So you're going to do a really good job. So no worries. Well, let's kind of zoom out a little bit on Google Maps. I always call it. Let's get the lay of the land. EarthWay spreaders. Like I said, I've from Weingarts back in the day, 2005, 2006. My first year, I was mowing grass. 2005. Went full time. 2006. That spring, I started to get into aerations because I needed to start making some more money. I was just doing them a year previous with TruGreen. I figured, how hard could it be? I'd go rent an aerator at Home Depot or a local Chet's rental. Down the road from me, we have a place called Tool Time. It was an equipment rental place. So I would rent an aerator, and then I already knew how to do overseedings. And so the very first thing that I was going to add to my service list besides mowing was aeration and overseed. And no lie, couldn't make this up. I'm not trying to sell you guys on it. EarthWay spreader was like the jam. It still is the jam. It's one of the nicest spreaders and products out there for seeding and all the different products that they come up with. So when I was at Weingarts, Ted, my sales guy, was like, well, here's what we have. We have all these different EarthWay spreaders. And I just literally remember they're all red. They were all in this little corner of the showroom floor. And I just like fell in love. That was the first products that I started to invest in way, way, way back in the day. We're talking, like I said, circa 2005, 2006. So Jennifer, give me the whole story about EarthWay. That's my inception of getting to know the product and the brand. But you guys have been around for a lot longer than the last 15 years that I've known the brand.
Right. And to be honest, your story is so similar to people that I talk to on a daily basis. One part about my job that I just absolutely love is when I'm out at shows or out at customers, and I have customers come up to me and tell me, I've had my EarthWay spreader for 25 years. I've had my seeder for 30 years, and just sharing those stories of how long they've still been using their products and how much they love them. So a little bit about EarthWay. We've been in business for over 55 years. And something that makes us a little bit different than some of the other spreaders on the market, we do manufacture in Northern Indiana. So the heartland of America, in Bristol, Indiana, we are molding our hoppers and sending the steel for the spreaders. And it's a really great thing to see the Northern Indiana workforce in action.
That's awesome. And you guys have been around, you said, for more than 35 plus years.
Over 55.
55 years. Holy cow. Dude, that's awesome. Wow. No kid. Well, that's something that name has been around for a long time. If you guys go on Instagram and go into the hashtag EarthWay, you guys can see people's posts forever. You guys have like a cult-like following. There's other brands of spreaders and sprayers out there. There's no doubt about it. But what do you think separates you guys from the rest of the competition out there with EarthWay?
I think a big thing for EarthWay, and one of our main driving factors, is innovation. And we hold over 30 patents for different spreaders, different lawn and garden tools. And I think what we try to do is manufacture the highest quality product that professionals can use and be happy with the results. But we can also have a homeowner that uses it, and he's able to have a lawn that looks like a professional came out and did it for him.
Mm-hmm. And the product line that you guys most people probably listening in are most familiar with is the spreader line. Usually for a seed product. That's what we use it for, traditionally speaking. I know you guys have some new product offering as well for spreaders for ice melt and bulk salt or rock salt. Talk to me a little bit about the stories that you hear people using for overseeding and lawn renovation stuff, because that's pretty much your guys' bread and butter. That's at least what I know you guys from. What's the different product that you guys use? What are people most familiar with EarthWay?
Well, I think another just great feature of EarthWay is we have such a wide variety of sizes and features within our spreaders. So we have everything from a 40-pound spreader that goes all the way up to stainless steel 100-pound spreaders. And so I think there's something that works for everybody. For instance, my dad just bought one of the 40-pound, our smaller spreaders, and he was so excited. He said, "My lawn looks like a golf course."
Yeah.
And so I think that's just a super exciting thing, that when you've got the right tools to put down the seed or the fertilizer, you're able to have the professional results.
I like that. I think the one that we use is the 2150. I remember that number for some reason, but that's I think that's the 50-pound round broadcast spreader. That's the one that I use. So let me ask you this. Over the years, you guys have expanded the product line. You guys have more than just spreaders. There are handshakers. There's the hand spreaders. Talk to me a little bit more about the product line. Not to give you guys a huge pitch here or anything like that. I want to kind of keep it lighthearted here on a Friday. But what's the rest of the product line or product portfolio? Maybe somebody's never heard of EarthWay. They're just getting in the business. What else do you guys have to offer out there besides just like a traditional broadcast spreader?
So in addition, our probably number one selling product would be our garden seeder. And that is great for, those acre plots where a lot of people are turning to home gardening. So they're able to put their seeds down in, equal rows. But probably the bigger new area that we've gone into is ice melt. And we have a full line now of ice melt spreaders and shovels, as well as hand spreaders. And that's been a really exciting addition to our line.
Yeah, the ice melt spreaders are where they're at because, as you guys know, spreaders, you go through them like crazy. Back at True Green, I used to use all the Lesco branded ones, and they were fine. There was nothing wrong with them, but the running joke was like you could fix them almost on anything with just having a spare wire coat hanger, and that was one of their like claim to fame. But they broke down just like everything does, but nonetheless, the EarthWay ones that I've used over the years have been just top notch in terms of product quality. So I'm on their website right now. I tried to post this. Pulled this up beforehand. It's called Show Prep, Paul tells me. It's called the Earth Shaker, the little 4-pound like rickety like hand can one that you can use to shake out ice melt or even grass seed if you need. They have the hand spreader. I think we have one of the professional ice melt broadcast spreaders. I think we have the 65-pound one. Looking at the because I don't think I would have took a 100-pound one. I think you guys sent me a demo. Obviously, I'm an upside down triangle in peak physical fitness, but 60 that's a joke, by the way. 65 pounds is I think the one that we have because that stuff gets heavy, especially in the winter, and you don't want to slip and fall with 100 pounds of ice melt and have that go all over the parking lot. So talking about the different product line that you guys have, Jennifer. What got you guys into moving into more of the snow and ice management product? Because I also know you guys have all the snow shovels. Those are, I think, one of my probably favorite product that you guys have came out with.
So basically, it was built out of customer demand. Most of our regular EarthWay line has been used for ice melt for years and is able to be used for ice melt. However, we saw the need for larger high output openings that really works through rock salt and some different materials a little bit easier than with our 3-hole drop system that we have in our EarthWay spreaders. So that's where the design for our ice melt spreaders came in, again, just to kind of work through different types of materials. And then the shovels, again, customer demand, we were approached that shovels are tough to get, and a lot of times you're waiting on containers to come over from overseas, or shovels they sell out and you can't get restocks. So we have the capabilities of adding extra manufacturing lines, and we were able just to produce a really high quality shovel and snow pusher that's going to last throughout the years, which is not the norm with shovels, as I'm sure you're used to. Usually it's a one and done through the season, and we wanted to kind of fix that as well.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, I think I used the 24-inch ones, and then the 36 is what we have. We bought a box of 5 of each because we still go through them, or they get broke or, fall out of a truck and then they get ran over. Just stupid stuff that happens at 2 a.m. when you're rushing around and figure skating with snow plowing, as you guys know how it goes. But I'll tell you what, not to nerd out about a snow shovel, but that's just what I do. Like those poly blade, I think they were called like the ProTech or whatever snow shovels, the professional snow pushers, what they are on the website. You can literally windrow sidewalks, guys. If you're getting the snow and ice and salt, like you're going to learn the lay of the land really quick. Like speed and efficiency and quality are like must with snow. Like we're on a timeline and a schedule. But you can take a 36-inch snow pusher and angle it kind of diagonal, if you will, and literally just windrow a 36-inch wide sidewalk about 2, maybe 3 inches or less, as long as it's kind of powdery snow, and clear the sidewalks like nobody's business. And it's funny because you just drop that snow shovel down and you're kind of muscling through and just windrowing that thing off, and you can clear 100 feet of sidewalk in 2-3 minutes, which is incredible. Versus maybe the other snow shovels that you get at a big box store, and you're scooping 24 inches and scooping 24 inches. Like the poly blade snow shovels, there's a couple different brands that have them, no doubt. I think Boss has one, a couple other people have them, but the ones that we use from EarthWay, like I will never change. I will never go back to an old shovel. And I know it sounds really simple, really kind of dorky talking about snow shovels, but nonetheless, it's really, really important. And the quality of the snow shovel is second to none. And people are, have said, because they're a little bit more pricey, they're $50-$60. And I'm like, yeah, but dude, come on. You go get a snow shovel at Home Depot, it's $20-$25. It barely lasts the season, like Jennifer was just alluding to. We have 1 or 2 seasons already now on our shovels. We haven't had to switch them out. Like the blade still looks great because that poly, like it just kind of, skims across the surface. You know what I'm saying, Jennifer?
Yeah. So it was designed with extremely high performance resin, and it was designed to, withstand low temperatures as well as not damage decks and driveways and pavers. Mm-hmm. So it was really designed with somebody like you in mind that's going to use it season after season, and hopefully, get out of the mindset of one season and done.
I love it. Well, if you guys want to check all this stuff out, earthway.com, you guys can go there. They have just a really smooth website, and the Brian's 10 code does work there if you guys want to save a couple bucks, which I really do appreciate you guys supporting the affiliates and the people that sponsor the podcast, sponsor the YouTube channel. It literally allows us to bring you guys all this fun content that you get to listen to day in, day out while you're mowing grass or plowing snow. Jennifer, let me go back to you personally. What's something that you find most excited about EarthWay? Maybe it's a product line, maybe it's the team behind the scenes, maybe it's like you said earlier, the heritage of the brand being around for more than half a century, and just so many great customer stories. What does EarthWay mean to you, and what's some of the most fun stuff that you have working there so far?
So I think that you hit most of them.
Oh, okay. There you go.
I absolutely love working for a company that does have over half a century under its belt. I am so proud to work for a company that manufactures in Indiana and in the USA. I just think it's awesome to see, walking through our plant, the pride that goes into every unit that's being produced. And then I think the other piece that I love is the people. We have a great crew that supports, from inside the plant all the way until the product leaves, with everything in between, with orders and accounting and everything else. And then I think the other piece I absolutely love is getting to talk to our customers, getting to talk to people that are using our product and seeing their excitement and seeing how much they love using the product and how it helps their business helps their yard look better. Those are things that, just really are icing on the cake.
I love it. I love it. Well, there's I was on the Instagram hashtag, by the way, EarthWay, EarthWay spreaders, EarthWay seeders. There's guys, Lawn Journeys. Another one was Lawn Dad. Really, really great photos. I mean, like, dude, it's crazy. Like, and these people are all over the world. This guy is in Stratford up in Avon, Warwickshire. I don't know, is that like Rhode Island or something? Like, it's got to be somewhere in New England states, but unless it's overseas. But there's 1,500 posts on EarthWay just on this hashtag alone, and everybody takes amazing photos of their lawn, and they keep the spreader in the photo on the lawn. So it's got to be saying something about how passionate people are. There's another one here, the Suburbia Dad. Actually follows me on Instagram. That's even better. But it's just one of those things, guys. Great product. If you're getting into overseeding, if you guys are trying to spread compost, if you guys are trying to spread peat moss, a variety of product that you can put through these things, take a look at them, check them out. Some of the best quality stuff, in my opinion. We could have partnered up with a couple different brands that all market different spreaders, and from day one, like, I was trying to catch up with EarthWay back in 2016 at our local MGIA show. I'm like, hey, I do this like YouTube thing. I had like 300 subscribers on YouTube. I was a nobody. I'm still a nobody, but we had like 300 subscribers, and I just wasn't able to connect with the right people. And then about 18 months ago, Jennifer and I were able to link up, and I was like, hey, this is not a hard sell. Yes, I would love to have a partnership with you guys, talk about your product, and even today, get a chance to hear from somebody from the mothership, I always call it, on the podcast and telling the EarthWay story. So, Jennifer, this is a lot of fun. I know, guys, we're talking about spreaders. It's maybe not the most like exciting thing, like picking up a new truck or a new mower, but you know what? I'll tell you what, making money is something that always gets my blood boiling and always gets me fired up. And aerations and overseeding, ice melt, putting down rock salt, like, there's a lot of money to be made in those kind of services. So make sure you guys get some good quality spreaders out there from EarthWay to help you guys, perform those services and to take care of your customers out there. So, Jennifer, that's kind of, we actually don't have like any official talking points here. This was just a fun, casual conversation. I told her, we try to keep it unfiltered. I don't want anything super scripted, if we can avoid it. So anything that you want to mention or highlight while we're here, but if not, we'll probably button this thing up.
No, I think you nailed it for the professional side, that you're looking, obviously you're in business to make money, and if your equipment isn't performing, then that's a problem, because you're either taking your time to fix it or needing to buy new equipment. And we have been manufacturing our spreaders to make sure that doesn't happen. We want you guys out there and able to keep things rolling and make a quality product for you.
I love it. Well, we really appreciate that. At the end of the day, that's where the rubber meets the road, right? Let me ask this. Are you guys, kind of impromptu, are you guys going to be at Equip Expo this year?
We are.
Okay, cool. Where are you guys normally located? Do you know like a certain spot, or are you guys with a certain category of people?
I actually do. I can tell you we'll be in booth 1104, and you shouldn't miss us because we're right when you walk in the main entrance.
Oh, no,
so we'll be right there. Yeah. So we're really excited to see everybody and hope everybody comes by and says hi.
Heck yeah. That's awesome. If you guys do take a photo, and are you going to be there personally, Jennifer, or do you guys like sending the...
I will be.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Even better. I'm going to definitely be there this fall, and I can't wait to swing on by, bug you guys, and say what's up. Also, I was trying to, this is what I do for you guys behind the scenes. I'm always trying to bug the companies. I'm like, hey, like, you guys should do like a photo thing and like do a giveaway. And she's like, we should do a giveaway. And I'm like, they can hashtag something and make it like really fun and really cool. So I'm trying to help you guys out there. You're like, maybe somebody can, win a $300, $400, $500 spreader from EarthWay. No obligation, nothing set in stone yet. I'm bugging Jennifer behind the scenes. I'm like, hey, you guys should like do a giveaway, get some people at the booth. And she's like, that's not a bad idea. We got to go back to the team and see if that makes sense. So that's one of those things, if you guys are going to equip, make sure you swing by the EarthWay booth and tell them that you heard Jennifer on the Brian's Law Maintenance YouTube channel and the Fullerton Unfiltered podcast. So, well, cool deal. Well, Jennifer, anything else you want to add? But if not, we'll probably land the plane right here.
No, I think we covered everything. I appreciate the opportunity to get on and talk to everybody and spend a little time.
Cool deal. All right. And then the promo code on the website, is it Brian or Brian's 10? I think it's Brian's 10, right? We adjusted it.
Yes, I believe we adjusted it to Brian's 10.
Cool. And that'll save you guys 10% on the website. And you guys can get spreaders, sprayers, and snow shovels, everything. Start picking that stuff up now, guys, so you're already ready to rock and roll as you guys go to the fall season for overseeding and the winter season when the white gold starts to fly. So, all right, well, that's what I got for you guys on today's show. Just kind of a lighthearted, fun conversation here on Friday. Hope you guys really enjoyed the podcast and everything that Jennifer was able to share from EarthWay. Super excited, partnership, and really excited about having those guys on board on the YouTube channel and on all of our social media. So, guys, that's what I got for you on today's podcast episode. We're going to button it up right here. Thanks so much for listening to this episode of the Fullerton Unfiltered podcast. You guys have a great weekend, and we look forward to catching up with you guys here on the next one.
Book your one-on-one coaching call with Brian Fullerton today. You'll be glad you did.
Hey, it's Matt from Connecticut. I had a couple questions regarding marketing and route density, and Brian gave a straightforward answer, and now I wish I did it sooner. The information you receive in the hour call is priceless. I definitely recommend a coaching call if you want instant answers and ideas to improve your business.
What questions and issues in your business could you use Brian's help with? Visit Law Entrepreneur Academy today to schedule your call.
Thanks for taking the time to listen to the Fullerton Unfiltered podcast with Brian Fullerton. We hope you enjoyed this production. If so, please consider leaving us a 5-star review for the show. While the techniques and ideas presented here are designed to help you grow a more successful and profitable business, no one can guarantee these results for you. We want to emphasize that entrepreneurship is not easy, and the ideas presented here are just the opinions of Brian Fullerton and his respective guests. No one can guarantee success for you. That being said, we hope the ideas presented here help you and motivate you to go on out there and crush it with your own business.
Fullerton Unfiltered Podcast.
Thanks for listening, and we hope to see you on the next episode.
This has been a Brian Fullerton and Mr. Producer production.